Hello, I'm the Reverend Roger Pelletier, and I'm speaking to you on behalf of the First Unitarian Church in Providence, Rhode Island, where we love beyond belief. I'm going to bring forth and receive our flaming chalice as we begin. Each Sunday here at First U, we like to share our joys and our sorrows with one another in beloved community. Today, we're going to do that virtually. In the future, if you'd like to participate, please send an email to pastoralcare@firstunitarianprov.org before 5 o'clock on Saturday evening. Again, that's pastoralcare@firstunitarianprov.org. Our joys and sorrows for March 22nd include these. A candle of support for Susan as she battles another bout of lymphoma. Cards and notes are welcome, but as you can understand, visits are not. Take courage, Susan. A candle of gratitude to First U for setting up the buddy program. It helps me to not worry so much. A candle of great joy to Janet for telling me about her neighborhood sing, just like the night Reverend Liz described in Italy. We really needed the encouragement. A candle of healing. We miss you and we love you, Beth, from all your friends at First U. Gratitude to the lay ministry team for all the great pastoral help during these difficult and demanding days of Corona. Candles all around. A candle of hope for my niece, her husband, and the baby they expect to deliver Saturday. Dad had symptoms of Corona and Mom was staying with other relatives this week, but they were admitted to the hospital in Philly yesterday, and Dad is going to be allowed to be a birthing coach. Speculation is that the boy's name will be Corey. A candle of concern for my son, who is now in self-quarantine after a coworker tested positive. Happy birthday, Joe. We've been friends for over 45 of the 64 years you've walked the earth. We've loved each other and wanted to throw each other out the window for some of those days, but it has always been a great adventure and so much fun. Here's to 45 more, my friend. A candle of joy to Mary Frappier for her boundless support, goodwill, and wisdom. Friends, let us rest in the gladness that we have one another and this beloved community to share our joys and our sorrows. Indeed, it makes all the difference. I'd like you now to prepare for meditation and prayer and for blessing. If you will, please let your bodies relax. Let yourself feel your seats. Let your shoulders drop. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. And please take a deep breath with me. And one more. In place of our usual prayers and poetry, today I want to give you something I received from an Episcopal priest a few years ago, a blessing. Many years ago, actually, while suffering from a cold, this Episcopal priest offered to bless my throat. I remember thinking it was odd that he actually put his hands on my throat while offering his very simple but encouraging words. Bless this throat, he said, and I think about it still. And this morning, I'm offering you the same virtual blessing, imagining my hand to your hearts. I say to you, bless your hearts. Breathing has been on my mind a lot lately because I know many of us are compromised with asthma, bronchitis, and all manner of respiratory illness. Here we are feeling vulnerable or maybe anxious. And then here comes the coronavirus and its direct attack on our ability to breathe. What a mess. Well, one way to quell this anxiety and to strengthen our hearts is to meditate. When beginning meditation, we're mostly listening to our breath, maybe even counting them, as we learn to empty our minds. As we become more experienced, we learn instead to listen to our hearts and get closer to enlightenment, perhaps. We breathe to listen, and we listen to breathe. That's one reason I ask us to breathe together each Sunday morning. With the whole congregation simply breathing together, simply being together, there's something more that happens. In the sound of our collective breathing, I can feel our collective spirit. Like being together, breathing together sustains us. The Hebrew word ruha means both breath and spirit. And on Sundays, I feel like together we take in the breath of community and we breathe out the spirit of life. It is a truly transcendent moment that we create by our being together and our breathing together. I miss that moment, friends, and I miss you. The good news is that you can consciously create this moment just by breathing. For now, this is my blessing for you. May you know peace and love. May you breathe easy, and indeed, may your hearts be blessed. To close, please take a deep breath with me. Amen.